Okay, I'm back. Last night I woke up. It was this morning, half an hour ago. I woke up and I dreamt about a gang all night long. Christ was showing me, from what I gather, this gang is called fucking. Hold on. Spittoon gang. You know you're in a gang. You know you're in a bar and the spittoon cowboys spit in a spittoon. Well, the gang is called the Spittoon gang. So I dreamt about them all night. I dreamt I was hiding behind chairs watching. Now what I dreamt about was Christ has an infiltrator in the gang and they're out to fucking kick my ass. I'm just one person. They're out to kick everybody's ass. These guys live in the illusion. No man's land. The illusion, the Astral, is no man's land. I was going down to CBC's house in Santa Lucia, and the gang came and got me there. And they were confronting me, and I escaped, because they were going to kick my ass. Plus CBC was there, at his house at the time. And Christ came and the cops and everything. I didn't know that. The only part I witnessed was I was at CBC's and the gang was there and they punched me in the fucking eye, one of them. They're not allowed in St. Lucia, but they still go in St. Lucia. Before the cops come, or Christ, they all escape. And from what I've seen in my dream last night, there's about 12. Okay, there's one guy, he's really big, really tall, damn near 6'5". He's muscle, and he's not overly muscle, but he's got muscle, and he's got no nose. His nose has been ripped off. He's got no nose. They got scars and tattoos, and their clothes are shitty. And they're talking about whatever they're talking about. They couldn't make sense of it. I couldn't make sense. They were talking almost in a different language, but it was English. I just couldn't understand what they were talking about. I'm watching these fuckers because the infiltrator of the gang, whoever that is, I was seeing through his eyes of what Christ recorded of the gang. And the reason Christ recorded the gang was because to get intel, find out what they're doing. They were after me because they showed up at CBC's when I was sleeping there in St. Lucia, which is a fucking crime. St. Lucia is Christ control city, more or less. And people that are condemned to the illusion or condemned to desolation or live in the illusion because they can't go to any place else for their fucking bad shit. These guys are fucking fucked up. Right off the charts. They're into drugs. Everything. And what they reminded me of were fucking dumpster divers. Drugged out dumpster divers. Exact same fucking way. Antifa. Drugged out dumpster divers. They got the fucking masks on. I saw one guy with a mask on. The big, tall, skinny guy that has his nose ripped off. A tough fucker. And he seemed to be orchestrating the gang. Telling them their jobs and what they got to do to go steal shit in St. Lucia. So you can go down and steal shit in St. Lucia. You can go. Chris somehow put a contract out on my fucking head to this gang. I don't know how. But you got a local gang in the Astral. Christina. somehow paid him off in something. I'll pay him off or whatever. And kick the shit out of Richard. They can't find my soul because my soul lives in the Legion. They don't got a chance in hell in the Legion. But sometimes I go to St. Lucian to do my thing. To see CBC, just relax and have a good time. Well, these fucking cocksuckers swoon in and kick the shit out of me. And I felt their punches. I felt them. But I didn't really know what was going on because I was dealing with other shit. Turns out CBC moved recently. Like 2 weeks ago, he moved from where he was living. The reason was the gang. They're called the Spittoon. The Spittoon gang. And they're creepers, man. They're fucking dumpster divers. Your general dumpster diver that's on drugs. Not street people. There's street people that are cool. But this fucking guy, these fucking guys, just scum of the earth. I mean, they're not allowed anywhere in Christ consciousness. And they're being hunted by Christ and the fucking cops everywhere they go. So I could find their headquarters. I could fucking find their headquarters. I told Christ when I woke up, I go, what the fuck am I seeing? He goes, that's a gang, the Spittoons. They're the ones who beat you up. They're the ones who make CBC move. And I went, holy fuck. And I go, I could beat up half of them and shoot the rest. I could beat up half of them and shoot the rest. Why are you taking care of me? He goes, because you can't see. You got no fucking seeds. And I go, well, that's fucking something. How about you give me my fucking seeds back? You get them back in time. I'm like, fuck, man. And he goes, so he told me everything I just told you. He goes, they're already infiltrated. We're going to catch them eventually. Because they're already infiltrated with a new member and something like that, anyway. And them guys are bad. Got another gang. I'll give you a Christian gang. Christian gang. They live in the illusion, Astral illusion, and they're Christ gang. Jesus Christ gang on the mountain, lower illusion. The lower illusion, like here on Earth. And they don't go to St. Illusion too much. But they're basically in the lower illusion. Earth level. They are called the conspiracy theorists. I've never seen them. I don't know about them too much. But Christ told me they're the keeper. They keep the peace. They keep the peace. So if you're out there abusing people, they are reported. They come confront you and beat the shit out of you. Literally, beat the shit out of you. And they do what Christ can't. It's like the regent priest, but abusive. So they have their things. They have their way. They also seek for the truth. They also seek the truth. And they want me because I'm abusing Chris. From the news, the media, and St. Lucian, I'm abusing Chris. And Chris, I'm abusing Chris. No, I'm defending myself. But they never say you're defending yourself. But in my mind, in my world, in my reasoning, in my fucking way, I'm defending myself. And Christ told me to defend yourself. You gotta be a damn fool if you don't. But when you defend yourself, that's abuse. And in Christ's eyes, abuse for defending yourself or abuse for making victims, it's still abuse. Abuse is abuse. Abuse is abuse. If you shoot a fucking psychopath for raping 20 kids and he got away with it, and he's walking out of court, and you blow his fucking head off, and the cops shoot you. Well, that's abuse. End of fucking story. Granted, you got rid of a sicko and sacrificed your life for it, so you ain't going to hell like the fucking piece of shit. But you'll probably go to desolation for 2 weeks. I killed 48 people, as Daniel Boone, Christ tells me. I killed 48 people, as Daniel Boone. In the war, out of the war, in defense. I killed 4 looters entering my house with kids. I fucking killed bad guys that needed to be killing, off the record. I was an assassin, but I had to do it. I had to. It was a fucking moral authority thing in a war. And I knew I could get away with it. And I got 2 weeks into Doom City and 2 weeks in fucking desolation for killing 48 people. I'm a fucking mass murderer in war. So down on the earth is a different fucking story. What happens on the earth is totally different. But you try to find the fucking the moral high ground in everything. That's what I do. Try to find the moral high ground in everything throughout my life and stick to it. You're confronted. Christ or Jesus Christ or God will put me in path of harm's way. How am I going to deal with it? Happened to Daniel Boone. How did I deal with it? Well, I killed the motherfuckers. I killed the fucking colonel for raping and killing innocent people. On my own fucking side. I think it was on my own side. Yeah, when I was a colonel of the militia or whatever of the militia, I ran the local militia. 500 guys or something. We were having a meeting with the enemy, or I don't think so, or I was getting or giving intel orders. We were having a meeting with a colonel from our side. It wasn't the British. I don't know why, because I fucking hated the British. I was true American. Fucking 17th century, straight up. Fucking patriot. Patriot. And I still am today. And I'm a fucking Canadian. But anyway, I shot that fucker for killing and raping kids. And I witnessed it. I sat outside the next victim's house, waited for them to enter, got the evidence. The next meeting, boom, I shot him, blew his fucking head off. Fucking 50 guys of the militia were there. They didn't say a goddamn thing. I shot 3 people that day. Fucking contusion, some blonde-haired fucking a cowboy hat, and some colonel. They were all part of the same looting gang. So I fucking killed them. The militia didn't say a goddamn thing. My boys got my back. They never said a goddamn. I don't know. I was out working the farm. I don't know nothing about it. And we buried him in the backwoods where no one would ever find him. He just disappeared off the radar map. Soon dead in combat. Anyway, that's the conspiracy theorists. They live in the illusion, mostly because they're bad guys, but they're working for Christ and report everything to Christ. They got onto me from the media in St. Lucian, and they're kicking my ass for abuse of Chris. Then there's the Mongoose's gang. Mongoose. And They are bad guys. Like Spittoons. I don't know too much about them, but they live in the illusion, the Astral. And they're rotten motherfuckers. Rotten to the core. I mean, rotten. And they're out to get me too, for some fucking reason. I don't know if Chris paid off the Mongooses as well, or he put a general bounty out and all the fucking gangs are coming to get me for the bounty. That type of thing. Christine. I'm like, well, how about I give him $20,000 to destroy Chris's air conditioner in this physical reality? Did you ever fucking think of that? They kept all this shit from me for a year and a half. Christ kept all these gangs from me for a year and a half, or I didn't know about it. So there you go, man. Ain't that something? Conspiracy theorist gang, Christ related gang. They go around beat up bad guys. Supposedly, I'm a bad guy because the media says so. Insane illusion media. The Spittoons, dumpster divers, drug addicts, very bad guys. And the Mongoose gang seem a little more orchestrated, but pretty much the same as Spittoons. And none of them are biker gangs, like your biker gangs and mafia gangs. They're low-level fucking group of, mostly a group of kids that formed a gang and are working on money. Holy shit, it goes on. And I had one more dream last night about the Black Shadow, and that's my next video. So I want to do that right now before I forget.